And our word for today on this Thursday of the second week in Ordinary Time on this Thursday, January the 23rd. Our word for today is sanctuary. Sanctuary, our word for today, taken from our reading from St. Paul's letter to the Hebrews, chapter 7. Jesus is always able to save those who approach God through him, since he lives forever to make intercession for them. It was fitting that we should have such a high priest, holy, innocent, undefiled, separated from sinners, higher than the heavens. He has no need, as did the high priest, to offer sacrifice day after day, first for his own sins and for those of the people. He did that once for all when he offered himself. For the law appoints men subject to weakness to be high priest, but the word of the oath, which was taken after the law, appoints a son who has been made perfect forever. The main point of what has been said is this. The main point of what has been said is this. We have such a high priest who has taken his seat at the right hand of the throne of the Majesty in heaven, a minister of the sanctuary and of the true tabernacle that the Lord, not man, set up. The true tabernacle, the minister of the sanctuary, which the Lord, not men, set up. Brothers and sisters, we have Jesus, who has given us entrance in to the sanctuary, into the Holy of Holies. He himself and us, because of him, becoming tabernacles. First, Our Lady a tabernacle at the moment of the Annunciation, when Jesus became flesh in her womb. Then us, each and every time that we receive Jesus, body, blood, soul, and divinity, within our bodies as we receive the Eucharist. You know what the difference? It's important to point this out. The difference between the Annunciation. So Our Lady says yes. The Holy Spirit comes upon Our Lady, and Jesus is conceived in the womb of Our Lady. And so he is present there. He grows there for 9 months within the womb of our Mother Mary as she protects him, as her own body nourishes him. Do you know the difference between the presence of Jesus in the womb of our mother and Jesus present in us after our reception of communion for that 15 or 20 minutes while he resides in our body as we go through that process? Do you know the difference between the presence of Jesus in the womb of Our Lady and Jesus present with us when we receive him in Holy Communion, body, blood, soul, and divinity? Nothing. There is no difference. Brothers and sisters, he was conceived in the womb of Our Lady, body, blood, soul, and divinity, fully God, fully man. When we receive him, we receive all of him. We receive all of him. The difference between what the apostles experienced when Jesus was walking among them for those 3 years, teaching them, taking them from one town to the next, that they were in his presence, and what we receive when we go to communion, nothing. It is fully Jesus. He has allowed us entrance into the holiest of the holy, into the sanctuary of our God, into heavenly things. And we see later in this reading from St. Paul's letter to the Hebrews, God instructing Moses to build the sanctuary, but after the pattern that is shown to him on the mountain, to make sure that he follows it exactly as it was laid out, because it was a reflection of heavenly things. And so we also have that opportunity that we might prepare ourselves correctly to receive Jesus into our own bodies and thus becoming a sanctuary for God, a tabernacle for God in our reception of him. Sanctuary, our word for today.